I'm Commander Shepard, and Bioware is my favorite developer on the Citadel. I mean industry. Or at least they were. Before they skillion blitzed themselves. Boodum tease. That was a comedy drum sound if you can't tell. I do try. Remember when Bioware actually tried? And were really great? Like they made games people actually liked such as KOTOR, Jade Empire, a certain game starring yours truly, Dragon Age, and that Sonic game that nobody played? Yes, Bioware made a Sonic game. Think it was called Brotherhood of Darkness. Probably revolved around Sonic becoming an assassin who sent out finger painting art to people he had been spying on, who were murdering innocent hedgehogs. That was dark. But so is Bioware's fate. Dragon Age. Dreadwolf needs to be a masterpiece. They need to focus their biotic powers and not royally screw up like they did with Anthem. I mean, what the hell even was Anthem? That's a question a therapist would ask to the Bioware team before they would break into tears. The only correct answer is that it was a fever dream imagined by a 12-year-old who played 800 hours of Destiny and then watched Iron Man 5 times before ingesting 10 gallons of red sand on Omega or something. I mean, I did that once and I just got a really bad headache afterwards. Bioware went ahead and made one of the worst games to ever exist. That takes actual effort. The bugs in the game take actual effort. The fact it died faster than Jenkins on Eden Prime takes a lot of effort. It would almost be impressive how much goodwill they've lost if it weren't for the fact that it's actually really damn depressing. They were following up Andromeda, which would have been good if I starred in it, by the way. Okay, in retrospect, it certainly wasn't Conrad Werner levels of annoying. Even if Ryder was a thesaurus of Gen Z slang mixed with some slightly sarcastic dialogue which was supposed to pass off as being what a renegade edgelord would say. And even though he sounds like the protagonist of a MTV show that got cancelled after 2 seasons. But back to Dragon Age. Dreadwolf needs to get perfect 10s across the board at this point. It has also developed serious identity issues. Origins had tactical turn-based combat that ended with everyone refusing to wipe the blood off themselves for some reason. Dragon Age 2 was a hack and slash against a never-ending barrage of reused assets. Inquisition was a hybrid of the two, set across a vast array of Nightmare Fuel Pocket Realm MMO zones where there was no escape. Seriously, The Hinterlands was a horror movie. It was like a roller coaster of no emotion in a fetch quest forest. In fact, the key aspects and changes across the games are like the endings of Mass Effect 3. Yes, I'm bringing it up and I don't care. Origins is control because you're in control of all of your characters. A feature which apparently Dreadwolf doesn't have because how dare they keep the only stable aspect of the franchise's combat? Kirkwall. The game is destroyed because that game destroyed my faith in Bioware. Maybe that's a slight exaggeration. Inquisition is synthesis, because it combined mobile game war table countdown crap with daily quests from whatever MMO was popular in 2014. Apparently Dreadwolf is like the God of War reboot in terms of combat, so I guess it's the lights out for Starchild ending. An ending that represents that you've given up and appealed to angry casuals. And who knows the fate of Mass Effect 5 or 4 or Birth by Sleep 2.8 Batarian Remix or whatever they are going to call it. It's probably just going to be 50 hours of Liara building a snowman on that crashed Reaper site. At this stage, the plot of the Mass Effect universe is more convoluted than Kingdom Hearts. Bringing in 2 galaxies might be too much for modern Bioware to handle story-wise, considering the fact they appear to have the intelligence of a dead Pyjak and the grace of a Vorcha these days. So basically what I'm saying is, Bioware is run by a big stupid jellyfish. Wow, I'm worried for Bioware. Papa EA is going to bring them out back and send them to the big dead developer farm in the sky where Bioware can hang out and reminisce with Pandemic about when Star Wars games were good, and we were allowed to get more than one a century. Well, at least that ending wouldn't be as bad as the Mass Effect 3 endings. Am I right? Ha ha ha, I should go.